All right, we're going to go through this golden rules. If you don't know these, then everything else you're going to try to learn is going to be harder, maybe impossible. And so I took the logo and I just bled it in to gold. Why? To make the point, these four golden rules of trading, four commandments of trading, the Bill of Rights, so to speak, whatever you want to use to it, this is important to understand. All right. What are they? We know, and these are not debatable, by the way. If you're long, you become a seller to exit the position. When you're long, you are now a seller to exit the position. So longs equal sellers. When you're short, you now become a buyer to exit that position. When you're short, you become a buyer to exit that position. So shorts equal buyers. Again, not debatable. Anytime you want to understand what the masses of human beings are thinking, default to what you're thinking because you're a human being. And then you could kind of create a connection between how you think and have the aha moment. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm short. I'm a buyer. I see it go in my buy orders go in the dome when I cover my short position. Makes sense. Not debatable. All right. Now, something that I wanted to draw up instead of creating animations or anything, I wanted to create the when you're looking for, this is where people I think get hung up in these first two golden rules. When you're looking to get long, you're a buyer. That's not what I'm talking about. When you're looking to get short, you're a seller. That's not what I'm talking about. It's after you're long, you have to get out, you're a seller. After you're short, you have to buy it. So therefore, you're a buyer. If we're talking about the golden rules of trading, and most importantly, order flow, okay? Order flow. These are the orders that come out of these positions. Let me draw it again. These are the orders that come from these positions. Sellers use sell orders, right, to execute. I think everybody agrees to that. Buyers use buy orders to cover their short position. So you're stepping into how do you use order flow, and it starts with the intent of the order. But golden rule number one, after you're long, you're a seller. Golden rule number two is after you're short, you're a buyer. Beat that into your head because nothing else will make as much sense unless you know this like the back of your hand. And most people listening in our group know that. All right. So now, what's golden rule number three? What makes price go up? If that's a question, the answer is more buyers and less sellers. Again, something that nobody should debate. What makes price go up? House, car, plane tickets. It's not that it would be helpful to have more buyers and less sellers. It's necessary. Golden rule number four. What makes prices go down? The opposite of what makes them go up. More sellers and less buyers. It wouldn't help price to go down to have more sellers and less buyers. It's necessary to have it. Without it, you have price that won't move. So you have to get to these answers. What are we trying to do as traders? We're trying to predict golden rule number 3 and 4, aren't we? We're trying to figure out, is price going to go up or is price going to go down? So if you don't know what and why prices move, you're not going to predict when they're going to move. How do we get, this is what's important. If you sold yourself on this being the right answer to this question and this being the right answer to this question, if you're sold on that, now you have to say, how do I get here? How do I get here to create an environment where there's more buyers and less sellers? About to happen. If there's less sellers above, I got my less sellers. If there are more buyers that are going to come, I got my more buyers. Then I got my win moment to rally. Now, let me go back to a note that I took because it's something that by writing this out, you actually, where the hell did I write this? Oh, here it is. As I'm trying to word this as best as possible, and the repetition and the redundancy I'm trying to create with these 4 golden rules, I'll write things down the way I want to explain it that is redundant for me. And then all of a sudden something would click and give me a better way to explain the same thing, just like we have tools that are a better way to see the same thing, a better way to explain the same thing. And what I wrote that struck me as something I wanted to add. You have the tool, all right, that's showing us, all right, as a group, what most people are missing. And that's the OPP tool, other people's positions, AKA the puke tool. This is not only missing for you guys before you came here, but for everybody who doesn't have it. Everybody is missing getting to this point. When can I anticipate more buyers and less sellers, anticipate more sellers and less buyers? Because it's then and only then that you're going to be able to more accurately have the timing to pull the trigger, get long, or pull the trigger and get short, or pull the trigger and get the hell out. So let's say you want to get long. You're not long yet, so you're not a seller. You're potentially a buyer. But you're to get long. All right. So just stay with me on this. If you want to get long, you want shorts to enter and you'd like longs to exit. Why? That should be back of your hand. Why? If you're going to get long, you'd like to see less longs in the market. So therefore, you'd like to see longs exit. Why would you want to see less longs in the market? Because we already convinced ourselves and we know that longs equal sellers. So it goes without saying that if there's less longs, there's less sellers. If there's less sellers, price could go where? Up easier. So if you're looking to get long, you want to see longs exit. Going through the progression, less longs, less sellers. Wow, we got to that end of the equation. This is if you're looking to get long. If you're looking to get long, and I said less longs is one side of it, why would you want shorts to enter? If you're looking to get long, why would you want shorts to enter? Because we know now that shorts equal buyers. And if there's more shorts, because we want them to enter, so more of them entered, there's more buyers. We just got to this end of the equation. So you see how that works. How do you get here is what you guys have to keep working on. If you're bullish, how do you get to a point where there's going to be more buyers and there are less sellers? You notice what I said? There's going to be more buyers. We don't want buyers getting filled. We don't want the buyers to show up because they bought it. We want buyers to show up because they want to buy it and they can't get filled. The chase. But make sure you understand this is ultimately what you're looking for when you want price to go up. And if you're long, you want price to go up, don't you? So what do you want if you want to get short? You want to get short. So it's this guy right in here, correct? What makes price go down? Because that would be what you need to get short, correct? You got to get to this. You got to find a way to get more sellers and less buyers, because that's what's necessary for the price of anything to go down. If you're looking to get short, what do you want to see? You want to see longs enter. You want to see longs enter, which are more longs. So you have more longs, you have more sellers. Interesting that gets me to this half of the equation, doesn't it? If you're looking to get short, you want to see more longs, more sellers, because we know that now. If you're looking to get short, you want to see less shorts. You want the shorts to exit. You want to see less shorts. Why? There's less shorts, there's less buyers. Guess what? It gets us to that end of the equation. However, and whatever you're going to use as you refine your strategy, build your strategy, trade your strategy, wherever you're at in your trading, just keep this in mind. How do you get here? Because this is where you have to get more buyers, less sellers to go up, more sellers, less buyers to go down. That's where you have to get in order for price to do what you think it might do. If you think it's going to go up, you have to get to this. So everything else is BS. Everything else is BS. You have to find a way to get more buyers, find a way to get less sellers if you want the price of a particular commodity that you're selling. If you're selling ice cream at a summer festival, okay, what's going to get you to sell at a higher price? Well, guess what? If you're politically connected, you make sure you're the only person selling ice cream at this damn event. That's one of the rules. We only give one vendor the opportunity to sell beef sandwiches. One vendor could sell chicken wings, and one vendor could sell ice cream. One vendor could sell one of each thing. All right, good. We got the less sellers. Remember, you're selling the ice cream, so you want the price to go up. How do you get more buyers? How do you get more buyers? Well, you can't control it, but it would be a hot day. Well, I can't control that, though. So how do I get more buyers? Which are what? People who want ice cream. Find a way to get more buyers. If you're in a advantageous location in the summer, I'm thinking of this is an actual example, a real life example of what I'm talking about, where a guy was an ice cream vendor. He made sure that the rules of the event were he was the only one that could sell ice cream, and he gave himself the best location in the tent to accommodate a line. So he was able to facilitate more buyers. But as someone else just added, how do you get more buyers? Promote. You have to market. You might put a sign out there. You might you're trying to get more buyers so the line is long, and that allows you to increase the price if you wanted to. You have to let people know we're selling ice cream. We're the only ones selling ice cream. Whatever you got to do to let people know you exist. Guess what the market does? What do you think they call it a market for? They're always marketing people to come in, buy me and get long, sell me and get short. If you look at the market and the prices going up and down on the chart and all the flashing lights, it's like Las Vegas. It's like the blinking lights on any sign to get you to read it. They're trying to entice you to get long or to get short. They're trying to create, and they do a good job in getting people long, which means if a lot of people get long, all of a sudden it creates this dynamic, and we're going to go from strong to weak. And that's how markets move. And that's why markets move. And that's why price moves. So keep every tool that you use to get you in, to get you out, to help predict. It has to answer the questions of, does it get you to more buyers and less sellers? and be able to make that connection. I can make that connection as logically, I think, as you can when we look at our tool. And let's do that. Let's go and look at a different screen share here. Let me get rid of those drawings, and then let's do a new screen share on the chart that you guys are used to seeing in the trading room every day, and that is the Puke tool, aka OPP. So my main focus are these guys. These are how many longs and how many shorts there are and the price that they're long and short from. So in order for price to go up, I need what? Remember what I need for price to go up? I need, for price to go up, I need more buyers. I'm going to put it up here. MB, I need more buyers and I need less sellers for price to go up. Don't I? So if this gets red like that, I get my more shorts. If I have more shorts that come in, I got my more buyers. Check. Make sense? If I get longs to Puke, and there weren't many of them, but if I get longs to Puke, I get less longs. If I have less longs, I have less sellers. Boom. Check. That's why there's often the bottom created by that dynamic. You guys watch it. Take a look up here. Is it a coincidence that when right here, when we rallied up in here, a big long came in, more longs? This is what would make price go down. If you get more longs, then there's more what? Sellers. That's what you need for price to go down. One half of the equation. More sellers. I mean, this is why I wanted to show a real-time chart so you actually see the shorts come in to create a chance for a bottom. And now it's not random anymore. And this big long came in up here. What did it do? Showed a top. But in real time, the probability of a top instead of after the fact. Most people see this as a top once it's a top. Too late. That's the marketing to get you short late. Most people see this as the bottom, like now. Oh, there's a nice bottom, like to buy it there. Too late. So start using this tool for definitely your step 3, your step 4, but you work backwards and get to how the hell am I going to get to more buyers and less sellers? How the hell am I going to get to more sellers and less buyers? Because if you're convinced that that's what you need to go up and down, well, then why the hell wouldn't you want to create probabilities if I'm predicting something that has to go up or down? I'm going to end the recording there, and we'll keep this room open a little longer.